Oh, hello there friends. I'm just drinking water. But do you know what is water? In today's video, we'll be explaining about the properties of water. So, basically, what are the properties of water? The properties of water are odor, color, taste, and shape. I'll be telling each of the properties of water with an experiment that you can try at home very easily. First, odor. What is odor? Odor. What does mean odor? Odor means it is a smell. So, you will ask, what is smell? But water does not have any smell. So, for that, water does not have any smell. So, for example, you can take a jar or a glass, fill it with water, and first you need to see the smell. First of all, it has no smell. No smell. But when you add some coffee powder into it and stir it nicely again, then when you smell it, it will have a very elegant smell of coffee. This is because when a odor agent is mixed to it, it changes the smell of it. Odor, check. Color. So basically, water does not have color, but if we mix with some agents, it can have color. For example, try to put a picture before the water. You can see the picture very clearly, but as you add some paint or watercolor, you cannot see the picture backside of the glass, because when a colored agent is added to the water, it changes its color. Color, check. Next, taste. What is basically taste? Taste. Water also does not have taste, but to have a taste, you can add some agents to turn it. For example, taste. You can take the same water, a warm water, then you can taste it. It feels warm and does not have any taste. But when you add some coffee powder again, then stir it nicely, it changes its taste. It turns into a strong coffee. Because when a taste agent is added to this, it changes the water and turns it to tasty. Next, shape. Last but not the least. Now, what is shape? Shape. Water also does not have a definite shape, but it can take a shape of the container when it is poured in. Now, fill a glass with water. You will observe that the water is filled. So it took the shape of the container. You may still not thinking about it, right? So you can take the filled glass and store it into the refrigerator for a few days, or maximally 5 to 10 days. When you freeze it, you can take out the ice and see that the ice has took the shape of the glass. This is because it occupied the space. Now, there are even some things that water can do. They are separating some substances, soluble and insoluble. First, we'll go for soluble. Soluble. For example, you can take a glass and fill it with some half water. Then you can add some sugar or salt and mix it. You'll observe after a few mixings, stir and stirs, you will observe that the sugar has disappeared in this. This is why, because sugar dissolves in the water. So we can soluble, and you can even mix salt. So soluble, check. Insoluble. What is insoluble? Insoluble are the substances that don't mix well together with water, and soluble are the substances that mix with water. Now, I will take 1/4 of a glass of water. Then we will add in some sand or chalk powder or turmeric. When it is added, when you stir it, you will observe that the sand beads at the bottom. This is because the sand is an insoluble substance, because it does not mix together. But how to separate these both? To separate soluble substances, you can just do evaporation, or you can boil it. Secondly, how to remove insoluble substances? To remove insoluble substances, you can try sedimentation, filtration, and decantation. So, what are these? These take a few ingredients to separate the water. For example, in filtration, you just need to take a jar and a funnel and add a filter paper like a cone. Then you can have some muddy water and pour it into the filtration, into the funnel. So as you see, the funnel quietly drops some clean water. This is because the filter paper separates the mud and the water, so it gets cleared. For sedimentation, you can just take a mud, dust particles or leaves, sticks, anything. You can just keep it in a container and let it rest for a few minutes or a few minutes. So you will observe that all the dust, the leaves and everything will settle at the bottom. Then, what is decantation? Now, after sedimentation, we have to do the same process as decantation. Now, take an empty jar and pour the dirty mud and the water Without disturbing the mud, you can pour some clear water. But one fun fact: if you clear out the sedimentation, decantation, and the filtration, you cannot drink because it contains germs that come every time. So you can either boil or do chlorination. Chlorination kills most of the germs, microorganisms. Thank you.